Yeah, fellas, looks like it's my third show today, and I got a question on my training schedule. Because I came down with a lung infection called sarcoidosis, I don't train like I used to train on my 3 days a week. I split everything down because I don't know if there's still the mold in my office building or something like that, but every time I try to do that type of training, I end up with serious lung pain. So I've split it down into little baby steps, so to speak. Like yesterday, I just did legs. It's almost like the 1 day a week body part. Only today I'm gonna do arms. Day before I did chest and back. Okay, and that's only because of my lungs, though. All right. I wish my lungs could repair themselves and get back to normal, and I can start doing, outdoor cardio. I can't ride my bike from my house down to the fucking coffee shop, shit like that, without, on the side of the road vomiting. So anyway, it is what it is. I'm just doing the best I can with it. So my style that I'm doing now is I'm gonna just bomb out my arms, and I don't do a lot of exercise for the arms. My favorite exercise, uh, if I was to go to a regular gym, first of all, be easy curls, followed by spider curls. Now, what I do is I take the preacher bench. The preacher bench was popularized by a guy. Fuck, I can't remember his name now. Scott. Yeah, I think his last name was Scott. Because his arms got really big and all that kind of stuff. But he had genetically naturally full biceps that went all the way down. I don't. Mine are like Popeye biceps. I got a 3-finger gap. Okay, but my muscle jumps up high. Um, so it's supposedly to help lengthen that bicep, but it really doesn't. Okay, it's what you're genetically built like. You don't get around that. So I do spider curls. All right. So I take that preacher bench and I turn that motherfucker around, so I'm hanging off with my arms straight down, and that is way more effective. That's one of the most effective curls you can do. The style of bicep curls I do is almost like a drag curl. Like I do drag up the body. I pull the elbows back and I drag it up. The natural curl, your arms actually stop here. Guys that curl up here, they're using their shoulders. That's why they always get that shoulder impingement. They get injured, bicep tenosynovitis, all right, because they curl way up here. When you lift your elbows up to get it up there, that's activating your front delt muscle. Then pretty soon they can't bench. They start doing bar dips. They get tears from the bar dips, all because this has helped aggravating it. It doesn't get a chance to recover. So when you pull your elbows back and you let that bar drag up, your arms stop at about your nipples, okay? Depending on how low your chest hangs. Anyway, it stops here. See, that's all I can do with my elbows back. So you can see the elbows back, yeah. I started doing these curls, and my arms went from 15 to 19 inches by just doing the same style. When I do the incline dumbbell curls, I pull my arms way back, and I curl straight up. But it's really just simulating the spider curl. And when I go to like regular gyms, I do my, I go out. I did the entire, the heaviest they had at, what was it, 24-hour fitness. Theirs went up to 110 or 120, something like that. On the easy curls, the pre-made ones. So my heaviest was with those, and I went to exhaustion on those. People are like always amazed. Damn, this motherfucker's curling some serious shit. But it's because I trained myself for that, okay, in my own gym. Then I go over and grab some dumbbells and I do the spider curls, and I do 3 sets to failure. I didn't stop on reps like 8, and then when you get to 8, then that's easy, so you go up a little bit of weight. I can tell. I've been doing it for a long time. I can tell when something's easy for me. If I'm doing the failure and I'm doing more than 8, I know that's a little bit too light. It's just like training holistically. I'm an old-fashioned, old-school trainer because I learned from the old-school guys, the guys that built champions like Arnold and all those other guys. Okay, I know they were on steroids, all that kind of stuff, but they still came out against other people on steroids as being champions. They have the genetic ability right there. So anyway, my style is old school. It's designed to work with the body, okay, holistically. That's why I don't take supplements, although I might start taking these. I'm looking for something to boost my energy levels. I stopped caffeine. I just drink decaf now. I stopped all carbohydrates. just about, except for some veggies. That's it. Uh, I've stopped sugar also. That was my one addiction, was sugar, and I've stopped that. It sucks ass. But I'm over the break-in period, or the hump, so to speak, and I'm not craving as much as I used to. Sugar, my brothers, all of you guys, it's a bad addiction. It's what's was dominant in my life since I was a kid. I'd sneak out, get some candy. I don't care if I had to steal the shit. I remember stealing some bag of M&Ms when I was in Japan. Okay, slipping around getting that big bag of M&Ms when I was a little boy. But that's how powerful sugar was. I remember once, this is nasty, but I picked up a piece of gum off the fucking streets. I did, when I was a little kid. And I started putting my mouth. Mom said, "Don't put that in your mouth." So, yeah. My dad was also a sugar addict. I think he was the same body type. Yeah, we had the same, similar body types. He was part American Indian, so we had a flat ass. American Indians have flat asses, no asses. You put a pants on, it's a little saggy in the back. Black man with no ass. So I don't have that. But we had similar eating styles. He liked a lot of meat and sugars, like me. Look at what body type you are and what your genetic type is, and you can tell how you should be eating. Paleolithic diet is what my type should be eating, and that's what I'm going back to, is like the Paleolithic type diet. Only I'm doing the Atkins thing. I've done the Atkins before, only I didn't drink a lot of water back then, and I got kidney stones. I woke up in the middle of the night, I had that girl Tina next to me, and the most intense pain in my lower back. I didn't know what the fuck it was. It was a long time ago. I went to the emergency room. They wouldn't see me for hours either. I was out there laying in the middle of winter, laying on the ground, on the cement, to try to cool off my back because the pain was that intense. And they finally saw me the next morning. I went there at about 2 in the morning. They finally saw me, I think it was about 11 or 10 o'clock the next day. Did MRI, got kidney stones, gave me something to flush it out, went home, passed that motherfucker. But fortunately, I didn't feel the pain. What did they give me? Something I think started with a V that helps you sleep, and relax your body and stuff. Anyway, I passed that stone, and it's supposed to be you screaming pain. I didn't realize that was the same pain I've been getting every year since I was adult. Like once a year, I get that one urination that I'm screaming through it, shit, like something's coming out. I had the kidney stones. I didn't really have kidney stones, for years and years. When I look back on it. Like every so often I get that one urination where I'm screaming my ass off. It hurts like fire going out. And I was passing stones. The woman said my kidneys were full of stones. So when I was with Jovina, I started having the same problems again in the beginning of our vacation time, and I went online and I found a natural cure for it. And the last MRI I had, they were all gone. Now what I did was I did go out and buy a bunch of Coke, cans of Coke, and I drank one every half hour. And I think it was like 4 hours. At the end of 4 hours, I took asparagus, like 4 ounces of asparagus. I marinated it, or I boiled it, and then I pureed it, and I ate that. I didn't know what that shit would do to me. I flew to the bathroom. It makes you urinate. It makes you, asparagus like that makes you eject all that water out of you. The Coke broke all the stones down. And so I didn't feel shit coming out. I didn't feel the pain that you're supposed to feel delivering a kidney stone. It's like delivering a baby through your kidney. And that's what the pain really is like. To put me in the emergency room, and I hate going to hospitals. That was like amazing. So anyway, that was my natural cure. I gotta find that original book that I had, because I don't want to pass on bad information. But I know it was like for 3 or 4 hours I drank a Coke every half hour, a full can. And at the end of it, I took 4 ounces of asparagus. I had boiled it, until it was really soft, and I put it in the blender and ground it into like a little pasty soup thing, and ate that. And within 30 minutes, you're pissing your guts out. Okay? So anyway, water, what the nurse told me was that you got to drink a lot of water on the Atkins diet. The Atkins diet, actually, they use for people before they go in for heart surgery. And one of my clients has been on the Atkins for about a year now, and she's an elderly emergency nurse, and she went and had her blood work done and came back perfect, no problems. So I know that a lot of nerds like to research it. Oh, but that's bad for you. Maybe it's bad for your little weak body, but this nurse of mine, she's in her 70s, and a young person can't keep up with her skiing or with her activity level. She's from the Midwest. She was born out there, raised on corn-fed beef and all that stuff. That I know people from the Midwest as a trainer, they're stronger than people that are raised in like cities. They're raised on that natural food out there. She talks about it, and I was raised on this good old-fashioned food, and people around her, they're so much weaker, and they're like poo-hoo types. So maybe for a little nerd body it might be bad, which it's actually not. But whatever. You make your own choice what you want to do. For my type, it fits in with the Paleolithic diet type. And I took that whole test where you measure your leg length and your shin, or your lower leg and your upper leg and your torso and your arms, all that shit. And I came out the explorer body type, which is a off branch of the hunter-gatherer gene pool. So same thing, Paleolithic people. So I'm eating the right way. It's been bringing my body back in balance. I feel better. You can see my face is starting to shrink up a little bit, even with the prednisone in me. So it's all good stuff. So hopefully by the time they just finished the demo for pitching my TV show. I saw it last night. It looked really good. They took some, clips from other shows, because they didn't have guys talking about, I need help. But we did get Solomon in there. Solomon, you're in there. I saw it, begging for help. So anyway, Solomon, you might be our first one. So what they're going to do is they're going to get a RV that I'll have to live in for like a year or whatever, and I'm going to travel around to everybody's town that wants help, and I'm going to train them in the gym. I'm going to train them on how to dance. I'm going to train them in everything that I know about the game. We're going to do the internet dating. We'll do everything. So by the end of 30 days, you'll have a girlfriend. Okay, that's the goal. If they can find someone to buy the show, pitch it. So let's wish luck. And you guys who want me to come to your town, you got to send me a fucking video. Okay, unfortunately, you got to send me a video. Now it's a reality show. Excuse me. It is a reality show, so you don't have to be so serious with it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of guys, they don't want to come to the webinar because he might know my real name. And that's nerds, man. Nerds are scared of everything. That's why you're scared to approach women. You're scared of everything. You gotta get over your fucking fears, there, brothers. Stop that nerd behavior. You think guys like me would be afraid? Huh? Think about it. And when you're in doubt, just ask yourself, what would Supreme do? And that'll give you the right direction. Peace.